Learn about what it's like at work for different Western New Yorkers during our Do Your Job segment. The subject of our story this week doesn't get paid for his, but he will inspire you if your resolution is to volunteer more in 2016.
What did you get here?
Ice cream.
Drew Gotti and Grace Andrews have a special bond. Earlier this year, Drew helped her family get to Disney World.
Through Make-A-Wish with her pass, she was able to experience it like no other kids.
Grace was born with Down syndrome and then diagnosed with leukemia when she was 4. She's now in the final phase of her treatment. The 6-year-old is one of the many children Drew has gotten to know through the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
He definitely lives and breathes the mission, and if he finds out that there's a child who needs a wish granter assigned, he's the first person to fit that into his schedule and make that happen.
Lisa Johnson is the volunteer manager at Make-A-Wish. When Drew first started, she told him he should try to work on 1 or 2 wishes a year. He was worried about finding time in between his full-time job and applying to medical school.
I said it might be a little tight for me, but I think I can manage that expectation. And then once I got started, I kind of got one and then wanted another and just kept piling on.
Drew is now one of the most dedicated volunteers there. He averages more than 10 wishes a year.
I think he's granted close to 40 wishes already in the 2.5 years that he's been involved.
Make-A-Wish works with children facing life-threatening medical conditions. Wish granters work as liaisons between the child's family and the organization.
Each time I thought it was nice. Every time he found out what she liked as a way to get her to kind of warm up to him, he would bring her something along those lines, whether it was a dessert or a coloring book of her favorite show or something. He did that a lot.
Drew even went to the airport to see the Andrews family off on their trip.
And I was shocked. He was like waiting there right when we pulled up, and he had more stuff for her, and he was there when we got back, and he texted the whole time as well.
I don't think any family should have to go through what these families do, and if I can do one thing just to kind of balance what they've had to deal with, and I don't know, all the better.
And he dreams of being able to do even more someday.
I ultimately want to become a doctor, and that's kind of the last piece, is that I get to do all this stuff for the kids to kind of support them now, but there's that last little step that I'd love to be able to cure them or to help them get better, because that's the one thing that, I mean, every family would really wish for if it was on the table, but Disney and other things are what we provide anyways.
And if you would like to learn more about volunteering for the Make-A-Wish of Western New York chapter this year, we posted a link with more information under the Found It on 4 tab of WIVP.com. There you will also find a link to where you can contribute to a fundraising battle that I'm involved in against the community of Rochester, with all proceeds going towards granting wishes for local children. Lauren Hall, News 4.